what we went.
The program officer at the Shehu Foundation and
As Nigeria marks 7 years of Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities Prohibition Act 2018, stakeholders have called for stronger implementation to ensure real benefits for over 35 million Nigerians with disabilities. The call was made in Abuja during the commemoration on the passage of the bill into law, organized by Center for Citizens with Disabilities (CCD). David Obinna Anyile, SA on Persons with Disability to the Governor of Abia State and Chairman Abia State Disability Commission, as well as the founding Executive Director (CCD) and convener of the event, stressed that adequate funding and skilled leadership are critical in ensuring success of disability commissions. He called for political support at the highest level, framing disability as a human right and social justice issue, not charity. Lanre Oluyede, presenting the speech of Senior Special Assistant to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Special Needs and Equal Opportunities, Honorable Mohammed Abba Issa, said the Disability Act remains landmark legislation but suffers weak implementation, despite 28 states having domesticated the law and the establishment of the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities. He, however, called for stronger collaboration for disability, inclusion in government policies, and effective monitoring and sanction for violations.
The truth is that to run an effective disability commission, you need a budget. Where there is no effective budget to support the laying of the real foundation to accelerate, the movement to the desired objective of the Act, if such funds are not available, it becomes a problem. The two is capacity and capability. If the operators of the commission do not have the necessary skill and capacity in order to rule the commission, it becomes a huge problem. Another thing is the connection between the commission and the government, the president. If disability is not a priority to Mr. President, they will struggle much more. So we need to play the politics by attracting and encouraging President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to make disability issues a priority as a human rights issue, as a social issue, as a development issue, not as a charity. It's about equal opportunity. It's about access. It's about participation.
To eliminate these barriers and accelerate implementation, there is an urgent need for deliberate and coordinated action. States that have domesticated the law must be supported and encouraged to urgently establish and operationalize disability commissions or equivalent implementation agency with clear mandates and dedicated budgets. Sustained nationwide awareness and capacity building programs must be intensified to empower persons with disabilities to claim their rights and equip institutions to fulfill their obligations. Disability inclusions must be mainstreamed into all government policies, programs, budgets, and procurement processes.
Dr. Sam Amadi, the keynote speaker, questioned whether institutions are truly delivering on their mandates, as he stressed the need for representation from the disability community, clear standard operations, capacity buildings, amongst others. Peter Maduoma, Executive Director of the Clean Foundation, represented by Nnamdi Odo, urged government to prioritize the Act's effective implementation, warning against leaving it as a paper law.
Are they delivering on their mandate? And that may require appointing people who come from the community. On the part of the disability community, they have to realize that law is not enough. They have to effective engagement. They have to also make sure that there are key standards and ensure that the parastatals, government agencies are following those standards, and they have the capacity to train themselves and understand how to implement and ensure there is monitoring, evaluation, and effective advocacy. Again, the world is changing. They have to look at the world and see how the world is changing and see how they can mainstream protection for disability within the Nigerian legal and international law.
From a security and justice perspective, effective implementation of the Disability Act requires that law enforcement agencies, justice sector actors, and public institutions are inclusive, responsive, and accessible to persons with disabilities. This includes disability-sensitive policing, accessible complaint and redress mechanisms, and meaningful inclusion of persons with disabilities in decision-making processes that affect their lives. Clean Foundation remains committed to working with CCD, government institutions, civil society organizations, and development partners to strengthen awareness and enforcement of disability rights within security and justice institutions.
He highlighted the need for stronger collaboration, awareness, and better monitoring to ensure compliance. The theme of the event was Nigeria Disability Rights, raising the momentum for effective implementation.